So now we are on YouTube too. Hello, people from YouTube. My name is Gabriele and I will guide this immersion today. Today we are going to talk about unpredictability. And let me explain a little bit how TNT works. TNT is a language platform for beginners, intermediate, and advanced speakers. Immersion meetings are not regular classes, so I'm not a teacher, I'm a student too. And this is an environment to talk about a specific topic. We have some questions to guide the immersion. And we have some rules to follow and to make this moment more special. The first one is to be respectful. The second one is don't be afraid to make mistakes. Remember that if you don't know some words in English, please tell it in Portuguese. It's not a problem. Nobody judge you here. And the third one is to have fun. Remember that you need to have fun. Okay, guys? So welcome, Mateus and Leonardo. I think so. And yeah. Guys, as we are 12 here, I will create two more rooms to make the conversations flows better. If you receive an invite to go to another room, please accept. If you know, stay in the main room, okay? At the end of the immersion, all of you came to return to main room and we discuss a little bit about the topic, okay, guys? So let me create the rooms. I think that's it, guys. See you at the end of the immersion. Bye-bye. So, hello, girls. Let's get started here. Victoria, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Hello, girls. My name is Victoria. I live in Florianópolis, but I am from Goiânia, Goiás. I work with IT, but I also have a company on broker insurance area. I've been here on TNT for more than a year. I'm also a host. And on my free time, I like to take my dog for a walk, to make my crosswords, and to rollerblade, which is my favorite sport.
Thank you for sharing. And you, Larissa, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Larissa. I'm from São Paulo. I live in São Paulo. And I work in human resources. I'm a GRBP in a technology company. And I've been there for 3 years. And I'm looking forward to improve my English. I don't know what else to talk about me. I don't have any hobby. Like I like writing and watching TV series. Yeah, I think that's it.
Share one thing that you like most in São Paulo. A place or an activity or some aspect that you really enjoy.
Yeah, that's difficult. São Paulo is a big city, What I like of being here is my Siri just was activated. Well, what I like to being here is that I am close of everything of type of culture, and I'm near my father. I'm near my family. So, and what I've been searching is a place to stay far from São Paulo, but this is my plan for when I be older. For now, I think it's good to be in a big city, but I have some difficulty to walk in here and feel safe.
Yeah, I totally understand you. Thank you for sharing. So okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
let me
my
introduce.
sound. I couldn't connect my phone, so I don't know what is going on. So I deactivate my sound.
Okay, no problem. So let me introduce myself. My name is Gabriele. I'm 31 years old, but a couple of days I became old. It's my birthday in 2 weeks. I will be a 32 person. Let me see. I'm a food engineer and I work as a science entrepreneur. So I have my own business. I have a startup focused on ingredient solutions for the plant-based market. I live in Rio de Janeiro, but I was born in Pelotas, a city in the south of Rio Grande do Sul. About my hobbies, I really like to take care of my plants, doing yoga, run. I'm a I'm a run girl. I really like to run on my free time or just stay with my friends, watching series and movies. I really like it. I really like music at all. And I think that's all, guys. We can focus on the questions about this topic, okay? So let's move on to the question number 2. What does unpredictability mean to you and how do you feel about it? And I'd like to know about you, Victoria. Can you start?
Wow. For me, it's like the teacher was saying in the class, is like a fact, a certainty that we can't control many aspects of our life. So I know I can't be too strict about the things that I can want to control and want to do, because there are a lot of things that changes daily in our lives and we can't control. But the things I can control, I like to plan everything to make it happen the best way. For example, when I'm going to travel, I like to make I forgot the word roteiro for the places I want to go, the places I want to visit, and when it's the best time to go somewhere. And then on the other day, I can meet some other places that are far away from the city and stuff like that. But in the daily basis in my life, I know that I have to face all the unpredictable stuff that happens. So for me, it's I used to be very strict, but now I can deal with it much better.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think I'm a kind of you, like when you said about that you are a person that really like to plan the things. I'm a person that do it, really like to plan all the things in my life, especially in my work, because if I don't plan anything, it's a mess. I need to do it. But I think nowadays I'm a person um, that can balance the unpredictability and the plans that I have. And I try to don't suffer with the thing things don't happen as I imagine, like yesterday I had some problems with washing machine because I don't have a washing machine in my house, so I need to go to a place to washing my clothes, and I have some problems with the machine, and because of it, I arrived late in a place that I have a meeting related to work, and I felt like my day was a mess, but it's not true. It's just a specific point that happened, and I tried to lead with to lead with this fact in a normal way, in a way that I can, okay, that's okay, these type of things happens, and the end, that it's not the end of the day right now. I need to continue my day and doing the things that I planned, and if I cannot do all the things, I have tomorrow to do these things, and I try to think about it, to to follow the things in that way. And how about you, Larissa? What do you think? What does unpredictability mean to you?
Well, I think I am an anxious person. So I in with my therapy, weekly therapy, and my social group of support, I discovered that I'm like a control freak. I like to control mostly the things that happen in my life. So I had all my life planned. So like I wanted to grow in human resources area, so I knew that I had to be an assistant, then an analyst, then senior analyst, and then I would have to choose between specialist or a leader. Uh, and things like I wanted to buy a house in my 30s. I'm just 32 as well as you. I completed 32 a month ago. And what I would like to do, well, I tried to plan my life, and then I discovered that nothing is planned so well. That God makes things that I can't plan. I couldn't do it. So I have to accept things about myself that I don't like. So I'm trying to accept this. And this has been very peaceful to me. But some days I catch myself like very anxious too. So well, I'm in therapy to not to control this, but to learn how to not to control, learn how to navigate in this process. And yeah, unpredictable things happened in my life, like my mother passed 6 years ago, so I had to like plan my life over again without the most important person in my life. And since then, I try to accept that things don't always go as the way I want to. Uh, yeah, I think death is the most unpredictable thing that I ever faced in my life, and maybe all of us will, maybe no, all of us will face this, but with a person that is close to you, not of us, but is a thing that I have to consider now that I have had this experience. I have to leave for a moment because I have to go outside for a moment, but I will come back in a minute. Thanks for listening to me.
Not
Don't know if
problem,
it
Larissa.
makes sense.
Don't worry.
Just a second. Thank you.
Okay. And yeah, what Larissa said about you need to learn how to navigate in this situation, I think this is the secret, because you, at the end of the day, we can control anything. We imagine we imagine that we can control, but the truth is we can control anything. We control specific points in our lives, but the most of ones we can control. I remember that when I came to Rio, to do my postdoctoral research, and I remember that in that point I totally sure that I will be a professor, or I will do a test at the university and work in a university and something like that. And during the postdoctoral research, I realized that I I that's not that my plan anymore. I It's not the career that I want to me. And then I changed my career, and I was just a science. It's not a just, but I was a science, and now I became a science entrepreneur, a, a people that have a business. And for me, it's totally outlier the things that I planned in my life when I do my masters, when I do my PhD and something like that. And I think that was the best thing that happened to me in my career, because I changed a lot. I changed my perspective about career. I learned a lot of things related to my job, and things that I can imagine that it's possible to learn. So it's just one example of the things that was totally unpredictable in my life, and now I totally sure that it was a great thing that happened in my life. So I think we discussed about the question number 3, because we both.
Gabi, I'm sorry, just a sec. I have to answer the door, and I want to add something about the what you told me. I have
Sure,
something
go on.
interesting. Sorry. So
No
about
problem.
what you were saying on your degree and the stuff you wanted to do, one of the things that I regretted for many years in my life is that I wasn't able to finish my graduation. I began to study computer science back 9 years ago, and a lot of unpredictable stuff happened, a lot. And I wasn't able to finish. I had to lock my graduation a lot of times. I moved to another city, then I came back, and I didn't finish. In the end, I suffered a lot about it because I didn't, I wanted to do it a lot. I really wanted to do it. It was kind of my dream to study computer science and had a degree on this, but I wasn't able. And um, I thought a lot of bad things about myself for not being able to finish it. But the thing about this unpredictable stuff is because we lean a lot on the final goal that we have, but we have to see and consider the effort we put on the things that we try to do. It's not only about the final goal. We have to consider the effort and everything that we have done to reach some point, and to accept that we can't always go where we wanted. We can't always reach the goals that in we have written for our lives. So today I'm a little lighter and more, I have more patience with myself to deal with the fact that I really put a lot of effort to finish my graduation. I really wanted to, but it wasn't possible because of so many things that happened during the way, and I couldn't control it. I could control the stuff that I could do, and I did my best, and that's it, I guess, for most of the stuff in our life that we're very anxious, and I think we treat ourselves in a way that we wouldn't treat our friends. For example, if a friend of yours passed in the went through the same situation that you went, for example, you wouldn't say and think the same stuff for your friend that someone you really like. So I guess we have to be more gentle about ourselves.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Good words. And I think sometimes, or most of times, we are more gentle with the people that are close to us and not with us, the most important person in our lives. I, it happens with me. It's in the same way. Sometimes uh, I can recognize it in another person the effort that the people do, and consider that when something unexpected happened to the other, it's easier to me understand it and be more patient about it than when we happen to me. I don't know why. I think because we judge it yourselves a lot, and we are sometimes we are not gentle with us, and we need to do it. It's the best way to accept, to surrender, and to consider that this type of things happens in life, and it's totally normal. We can control a lot of things in our lives. So I suggest you to move on to the question number 4, because we are in this point discussing about it, and we discussed about how to embrace unpredictability a little bit. And in my case, how I handle bad unexpected facts in my daily life, my daily routine. Well, I think just consider that it's a part of the process. Uh, I think in my work, many things that are inspected happens every day. I don't have the same day equal to the next one and something like that, because every day I have a lot of specific things to do, and in the other day I have a lot of problems to solve totally different that the other ones. So I consider that each day I have unexpected facts related to my work that happens. And it's because I choose to be entrepreneur. And it's the part of to be an entrepreneur. It happens. And I just accept that this is a part of the process. And I need to pass through it to grow and to be a woman business, a better woman business, and to learn the things that I don't know too much, and just accept it and continues and navigating in it. It's like Larissa said before. And about unexpected things, bad unexpected things in my personal life, like with a relationship or with a friendship, I think it's more difficult to me to understand the things that happen in this aspect, because I don't know. I think when we talk about feelings, it's more hard, and sometimes we plan it and we create an imagine about the person or about our friends, and the things doesn't happen, the things don't happen in the same way that we imagine and we put a lot of energy. But yeah, it's a part of our lives. We just we just accept. I don't know. Sometimes I cried when the things don't don't, don't follow the way that I planned in my personal life. But I think the best way is just accept and consider that we don't meet the all the people that we will meet in our lives, and we have a lot of people to meet, and we have good friends that stay with us all the time. Yeah, I think that's it. And you, Victoria?
Well, for me, it depends of how bad the unexpected stuff happened, because related to work, a lot of bad stuff happens every day, and a lot of boring stuff happens that we have to deal, but depends a lot on the impact that the certain fact is going to have on my life. But I have a quite a few different responses, but one of the stuff that I usually do when bad stuff happens, I complain with my friend. I share with her my discontentment, and sometimes I just want to complain. I don't want a resolution. I just want to feel free of the weight of the thing that happened. And other times I like to ask for help. So to my friends to say, oh, what do I do now? I don't know how to do, I don't know how to deal. On other stuff that happens, I just move on. And there's some certain things that we don't have much to do about it. We just have to accept, and some stuff we have to act real fast. So we don't have time to suffer and to think and to complain. We just have to, okay, this bad stuff happened and I have to move on and to do some other thing to minimize the damage, for example. And on terms to my work, that's it. And about relationships, I'm very emotive. So when bad stuff happens and when I have an argument with my girlfriend or with a friend, for example, I feel bad and I feel sad and I let myself feel the thing, the sadness, and to I have to process what happened. And I'm emotive, but I think a lot about this stuff in a practical way. So okay, this happened, what can I do to fix this, or to make it better, or to not to happen this particular situation again? How can I make this better? So I have my time to suffer, to cry if it's needed, to complain, to laugh at the situation. But on the second phase is like accepting the new fact, and I go to the part of the resolution. What can I do now to move on, to deal, to just live with the fact, or to fix it?
Yeah, I'm like you, Victoria. I don't spend a lot of time think about the problem. I try to focus on the resolution, and I think it's the way to suffer less. It's a way to try to solve the thing and don't think about the situation at all, about the problem, And I think sometimes when bad things happens in relationships or friendships, or a lot of time a lot of sorry different types of relationships, sometimes when a bad thing happen, we don't understand why, and we don't realize why it happened. What is the I don't know, we don't accept and we don't understand why it happened. But in the future, when we look to back, when we look back to the past, everything is connected. Everything makes sense to happen. And I'm so grateful to the relationship that don't that that not too good to me, because I think it became it transformed me in a way and changed me a lot and make me grow. And I think if the things happen in a different way, I couldn't grow and I couldn't learn with this relationship, you know. And I think we need to pass through. Sometimes we don't understand why we are passing through it, the bad things, but it's necessary to grow. It's necessary to understand more our relationships, and sometimes it's necessary to make more strong the relationship, you know. And I think it's just to accept it. And how about you, Larissa? We are discussing about the question number 4. How do you handle bad unexpected facts in your daily life, daily routine?
How do you handle what? I didn't read the questions.
It's the question number 4.
Okay, and what is?
How do you handle bad unexpected facts in your daily routine?
How am I handle? Well, nowadays I used to try to accept the the outcomes, and but sometimes I get so mad or sad that I decide to sleep on it. Like, well, I'm not going to lose my sleep because of this problem. I will just let God, just let the superior universe decide what is be the best for me, because I don't think that every bad things that happen in my life or in anyone's life is just to be a bad thing. I think that when time passes, time will show the truth. The truth. And I am trying to believe that something didn't go my way because wasn't to be. And it's working because, like, every single interview that I didn't pass, for example, a job interview, then I discovered that the company was like a very prejudice. I don't know what is like, or one time I didn't pass in an interview that I liked the company, and then I discovered that several women were processing that company because of prejudice, because they were women, women. I don't know. And I thought, wow, this is gender bias. Like, I didn't pass because maybe it was biased. Maybe I showed too much my emotions, and this is well seen here. And this is not a company for me. Went like, it was not so bad for me to not work there, because maybe now I would be without a job. I would be unemployed. And this happened many times to me. Like, not only for professional stuff, but like in relationships too. And I try to stay positive, but when I can't do this, I sleep. Or I talk to my therapist, because she 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 give me she usually give me more options to think about. Well, maybe this is it, or maybe it's that, or well, this is, just agree, just listen to me. Listening to me is a thing that helped me process bad outcomes that cross in my life. I don't know if this is the answer, but this is what I think.
It's a good one. Thank you for sharing. And I think when we talk with our therapist, is the best way to solve a lot of problems and to feel more comfortable in ourselves and to talk about the things that are unexpected and the bad things, and just with a person that doesn't judge you. And for me, I'm an anxious person, like Larissa, and I discovered it because when I started my therapy in 2018, I think so. And my therapist helped me a lot how to handle the situations related to anxious. And sometimes I have some crisis, and she hand she helped me a lot to learn how to teach how to handle in this situation, and become a person that is more became a person more positive, and a person that handle with an unexpected situation in a comfortable way, in a easier way, you know. And I think it helped me a lot. So guys, let's move on. I suggest to move on to the question number 6, because the question number 5, we talk a little bit, I think so, in when we shared our experiences, and I think the question number six is a good one. So imagine and have a day where your schedule was completely random, with no set plans. How would you spend that day? And I'd like to start with you, Victoria. How do you spend this unexpected day?
Well, it depends. If I'm working, I'm a little freaked out because I like to organize my day of work so I can organize my mind, and I'm sure that I've done everything that I had to do. So I like to keep my daily work organized. And if I'm on a trip, for example, or any situation that I'm not working, I can deal with it very well because I have no obligation and responsibility of delivering something or scheduling something. So if I'm on a trip, or if I'm out with my friends, or even if I'm at home, I can deal with it very well. And I kind of spend my days when I'm at home or when I'm not working in a random way, when I'm not traveling, for example, because I like the sensation of letting it happen, because at work I plan everything and I organize a lot, so it's very tiring to do that. It's very exhausting to plan everything. So in my personal lives, the daily stuff that I do, I like the feeling of just letting it happen, or letting other person to plan or to organize something, because it's kind of a weight on my shoulders that I don't have to worry. So it's a bit of relaxing to let this stuff happen. When it's good stuff, it's better.
Thank you, Victoria. And you, Larissa?
Yeah, this would be like a vacation day, or when we have the holidays. I don't usually plan holidays because I plan too much in my life, in my professional life, and I end up doing nothing for myself. So on holidays or vacation days where I don't have any travel planned, I used to do nothing, like go outside, go on a park near here, or not so near, like Ibirapuera Park. Um, I like to do what pops in my head, like, well, what I want to do today, and I see if my boyfriend is up to do the same things as I am, because if he doesn't want to do anything with me, okay, we do nothing. But sometimes we like just to go outside and walk and do something different. Like last Saturday, we didn't plan to go with my friend and her friends, but we went, and it was nice, even if it wasn't planned. Our plans were to do as a lasagna in the afternoon and be there in the sofa just watching TV. But my friend said, why don't you go to the Mexican restaurant with us? And we were like watching the photos of the food, and wow, let's go. And we went there, and she has a car with the um what is the name of that, the status solar, I don't know. And I asked her to be there, and while she was walking, and it was very nice, and it was nothing as I planned my day, and I enjoy it. So I try to not to plan so much, because when I plan, sometimes I can't do what I planned, and then I got disappointed with myself. So I try to not to be so sloppy with me, but in the same time, uh, uh, do something different. Yeah, that's it. That's how it would be, doing nothing or do something different.
Oh, sorry guys, I changed my, I don't know, I listened my voice because I was the page of the YouTube, it was is open there and I listened to me, and it's okay. Now it's okay. So just to answer to Larissa, in my case, I try don't plan my holidays and don't plan my weekends, because I think it's so special when we just to maintain these days free, to be surprised with the life. Like sometimes I receive an invite to go out, or sometimes I just stay at home doing things that I really like, or I decided to go to another place that I really want to know. And I think to have these possibilities in my weekends or in holidays, I think it's so important to me to do the things that I really like to do, because in my routine, I don't have time in my daily routine to include it, to include I don't know, a moment with my friends at the end of the work, or a moment with my family, or something like that. So as I don't have this time to do it during the week, I try to do it at the weekend, and I in a free way. Like if I receive an invite, or if I decided to visit someone, and don't play any a lot of things in my weekend. I try to decide the things when the weekend started. It's the way that I try to put more unexpected things in my life, and it's a way that I probably I will plan a day with a lot of unexpected things. Welcome again, guys. We are discussing the question number 6, I think so, and then we finish here. And I would like to know about you. Let me see, Fernando, how was the conversation for you?
It was really, really good. We learned how to say this difficult word, unpredictability. And the conversation was so good. We have talked about so many different points, and yeah, it was really, really nice.
And let me ask one thing to you. If you had the ability to predict one aspect of your future, what would it be and why?
Oh my gosh. Difficult one to improvise. Well, it's difficult because I would like to know about so many different points. I would like to know if I will get married, if I will have more children, because I have a son, but I would like to have more children. What I'm going to do in the future about work. If I will be a good professional in that field. Should I change my field? So many doubts. It's almost impossible
Just choose one thing. One thing. Just choose one thing.
Oh my gosh, it's a lot of pressure. But I think that career path, because I have a lot of doubts about it, and I have changed a lot my thoughts. It would be nice to know something about it.
Thank you for sharing. And how about you, Nayara? How was the conversation for you?
Was really good. I think you are talking about to spend your time with your friends and your family, and you said, "Oh, I will wait for the weekend to go out with my friends and these things." But I was saying to Fernando that I think it's important to do something for yourself every day. Because we are talking about unexpected things, and we don't know if we will have the weekend to enjoy,
Exactly.
to meet someone, I think it's important to spend to take one time during your day, like every day, to do something to yourself, or with your husband, or with your children, or with your dog. I think it's important because we don't know what will happen in the next day, in the next minute. So yeah, for me, is that. But I like it what you ask for Fernando, and if I need to choose something to know about my future, I would like to know about my personal life. Like I would like to know if I will buy a farm, because I would like to have more cats and dogs. So I need a big house. So I really want to know about this.
Thank you for sharing, Nayara. And how about you, Beatriz? How was the conversation for you?
Oh, it was great. I think I was with Mateus. Oh, I'm sorry, and Elton, and then we had different but similar perspectives, and it was amazing because we had time to discuss most of the questions. And as I said on the chat, I was thinking about my last answer, and then I realized that I want a little more of predictability in my life. I just wanna give room for the good unpredictability. It is hard, is word hard to pronounce. I'm sorry. Things in my life like discovering a new flavor of food or new genre of book and this kind of thing. I wanna just be able to predict if I would want to be able to predict about my personal life and about personal life of those who I love. It would be amazing.
Thank you so much to sharing, Beatriz. And guys, I put on the chat the survey about this immersion, so you can rate in this immersion from 1 to 10 and put some comments about your opinion, about some ideas that you have to, that maybe sometimes that we really like to talk about, and I will consider um, in the next meeting. Next week we are going to have the last immersion in, at this year with me. So the next one will be just in the next year. So I hope to see you next week. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of week, and bye bye.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye
See
bye.
you.